This might be one of the busiest months I'm going to have to deal with so far in this series. Welcome back in, everyone. This is episode 35, the 1950s survival, going from $0 to $10 million. We're here on No Man's Land, and oh man, I got that time paused. My bad. I always try to keep it at 5x speed because I got a little rule there. I want to keep it at 5x speed, do a little against the clock type thing here. And the reason I had to pause is because we advanced into a new year and new products come out. So I was going through seeing about those new products, trying to find the new products. Last episode it did say we had one new product come in. I really didn't believe that, so I didn't want to lose time doing that. That's exactly what I was doing. Now let's go ahead and get this topped off because we got some planting to do. And oh my gosh, I just realized I don't think I can use this for the planting I want to do. We got to plant some potatoes, and you know what? Is there anything else we got to plant besides potatoes? I think there is. No, I don't think there is now that I think about it a little more. Oh, oats. Heck yeah, we got to do some oats. Let's use this for oats, I guess. I already got it hooked up. I'm going to run with it. And then on top of that, I think we might be ready for a harvest over here. Nope, one more month. Next month, we will get a nice grass harvest in, and that grass harvest will come in very, very handy because we got to make a lot more TMR. We're kind of running out of it. It's getting lower and lower. I believe we're using more than we're making. I don't think this grass field is going to be enough for us to keep up with the amount of cows we have, especially once they start giving birth and start requiring more and more food. Now, I do got this topped off with some oats, but it's not going to go in the ground quite yet because we actually got to cultivate the ground first. It's going to be this field over here where I've done oats after oats after oats. This is actually going to be the third rotation of oats I put in there. Probably not a good thing to do, right? I don't know much about crop rotation, but from what I understand, I guess if you keep putting the same thing in the field over and over again, it's not good for it. Got the worker off and going here. It's going to take 7 minutes to finish up. I'm not going to worry about doing a real speed mod. I'm starting to realize there's more and more issues with that. And looking good here. Now, some weeds will grow up next time around. Cultivating is going to happen, then we're going to end up planting. But yeah, next time around, next month, some weeds will grow up and blah, blah, blah. I'll take care of that eventually, I guess. I was saying we need to plant some potatoes as well, but we don't have the planting technology for those potatoes. It's out there. I'm able to use it, which is awesome because it's 1953 right now, and there's actually a mod I use for that. That is awesome. So doing this 1950s series has proven to be a real challenge because there's not very many mods out there. But if y'all ever want to do an old school challenge, that's actually pretty easy. I'd say do it like a 1960s or 70s because there's more mods to choose from. And that's why you see that out there quite a bit more. You'll see a lot of 1970s series out there because there's a whole lot of mods to choose from there, and it just makes it easier to do. And I am trying to keep up with time accurate mods, so if you ever see me use something that's not correct, call me out. I try my best to keep up with time accurate mods. Sometimes I substitute a mod for a time date or something like that because it looks correct, not because it's dated correctly. Now, trying to figure out this whole potato stuff. We got seeders down here, planters here, but we need potato technology. And I guess one of these plants the potatoes. And wait a second, what's this? I think this is the harvester. This might be the planter right here. Oh my gosh, 1.5 meters. I mean, it is 1953. That does make sense. We will go ahead and buy it. I don't think I can lease anything. Maybe I started this series with a rule of no leasing, but I'm in episode 35 here. I really can't remember. $4,600 plus 117 delivery costs there. I really wish that delivery cost would go away sometimes. I mean, I do like this whole delivery thing, but I do know one thing that's going to be really cheap. These potatoes, because they are really, really cheap. That is a little hack right there you could do. Instead of buying seeds, buy potatoes and plant them that way. Now, I don't know if that's cheating. Would I have to buy the seeds or could I just buy the potatoes? Not 100% sure. Let's get this in the ground right here and maybe start up a second worker possibly. I don't think one's going to be enough. Let me set this up for 2 and I'll get that second one out here. I'm not sure if I'm okay with this. 4 miles an hour? You gotta be kidding me. This is so slow, but we do have a real speed mod thing. Let's crank that up. Doesn't appear to be skipping over like it did previously with the other stuff. Also don't got to do any rolling or anything with that, which is a little concerning too because I'd like to roll down some of those rocks. But also I did say a couple episodes ago I'm no longer rolling, so who cares about that now? So let me get one more. Maybe at that speed that will be done a lot faster. Oh well, I'm still going to get one more out there and we'll keep 2 of those objects. Maybe we'll get a bigger potato field going at some point. I don't know. Now, if y'all don't remember, these potatoes are actually going to be used for pig food production. We do have a byproduct or a little passive product coming in from that big white production back there of pig food. which is pretty nice, really nice. I think I got 10,000 liters right now. That might be enough to get some pigs. Definitely is enough to get at least one pig for sure. But I want to make pig food production from a different production. I've talked about it for a while. I'm still going to stick with that. I'm going to do it. Oh my gosh, needs to be refilled. You got to be kidding me. Ooh, that's horrible. Didn't even make it a headland. This is going to be a little bit busy work. Maybe going at that slower speed is really not that bad of an idea. I could turn on the whole buy seed thing, but I'm afraid it's going to buy seeds and not actually buy potatoes, which I don't really care. I am going to turn on that whole buy thing because that's going to take a while if I have to keep pulling these off and refilling them. I may have been playing too much Schedule 1, but I'm going to call this one Plant Pot ×2, mainly because I cannot spell potatoes. I'm just kidding. I got one worker off and going, and I did turn on that buy seeds option. And it looks like it is buying seeds, not potatoes. I could tell because that price is dropping really, really fast. But our bank balance is up there quite a bit, $67,000. I don't think we're going to blow through no $67,000 on all that. At least I hope we don't. We'll see what happens. I guess this worker over here doesn't want to notify me when they're done. Fine, be that way. I actually never got a notification there. It's all good though. I'll go ahead and get this off. Ran over here to check on it, and then, man, money dropping real fast there. Now we got to plant this with some oats. And then after planting it with oats, got some fertilizing to do, all that good stuff. Wait a second. Do I need to lime it right now? I think I need to lime it. Oh, man. Missing steps. Yeah, we're definitely going to lime it first. That way I can see what gets missed on the planting stage. My main lime spreader, I believe my main lime spreader, is over at the other shed. But there's this one right here that's kind of worked in the past. Kind of, up and down. And it doesn't use as much. So I think this is my new main lime spreader. Let's go ahead and get it out there and hit it. I'll probably just hit it myself real quick. Shouldn't take too long. We do have a lot of money going down from buying those seeds, but it's not that big of a deal because we got a lot of products sitting right here that I'm just going to go ahead and sell off. And I believe I got about $100,000 worth of mushrooms. Gosh, that's crazy. This greenhouse has proven to be ridiculous. And I need to get into more of these productions from this No Man's Land pack as well. Looking into the time-saving stock check mod here, it says mushrooms. Well, it's only saying 65,000 liters now. Oh, wait, no, $100,000 worth. Okay. Yeah, that's quite a bit. Got 15,000 liters here of mushrooms, 8,000 liters of flowers. We'll take it up to the farm shop, get it sold. Probably break that 100,000. I think we're going to be moving pretty good now. Well, I've said that before. We're going to be moving pretty good into the future anyways. But I'm not just going to sell and keep cranking that value up like crazy. We're still going to grow this farm slowly like we normally would. I don't want to progress it too fast. Do y'all want me to progress it too fast? Do you want to see me get to that $10 million like next episode? It's definitely not going to be done next episode, but you know what I'm saying. Let me know in the comments. You want me to hurry this up or take my time with it and have fun? $32,703 plus a 1,131 environmental score reward. Seeing that environmental score reward go up just a little bit there, I think. I don't know if it's because of how much I just sold off or if it's because the numbers might be getting higher in that environmental score area. I'm not sure on that one. I do see a few spots getting missed here and there off to this field to the left with the planting of oats. I'm going to go ahead and grab another tractor and another planter since I got one open and touch that up. Looks like I got a finished worker up there. I think it's got to be, I don't know, I think it's the potato planter. And yes, it was. Pretty cool. Looks like there is some that got missed here and there as well with this field, possibly. I don't know. I see some on the headland there and a little turn spot over there. I'll touch that up myself as well. And then the second one's coming up behind and should be done pretty soon too. I think this spot might have got missed too. I don't know. I mean, obviously there's a little white spot there, but I think the other direction there, possibly, I don't know. It's a row crop and I'm doing horrible with the rows here, obviously. Would be a lot better if I did it myself though. Maybe. Guess another way to tell, see what I missed planting. Looks like we missed some there. Ooh, missed a huge section down there. That's ridiculous. And I could probably flip through these menus and figure out more areas, but for right now I'm just going to go over and touch up the spots that still have lime on the ground and call it good, because after this we got to get some fertilizer in the ground as well. And oh man, I was really worried it'd start creating a field for some reason. Does that just automatically plant in there, or do I got to turn it on? Nope, looks like I got to turn it on. Speaking of fertilizer, let's see how much it requires. Don't know exactly how much it requires, but it is in a bad state. pH value's perfect. That's the lime, looking good. Just got a little bit to touch up and we'll be on to the next step here. Got the field all touched up, got the follow me with the tractor back there. And we're going to get these little planters put away and then do a little fertilizing here. I think the spreader I have over here in the shed might already have fertilizer in it. Let's take a look at that here in just a second once I get this stuff parked. It does appear this has fertilizer in it. Awesome. Only 21 liters, but we got a nice little refill station right across here. I feel kind of bad cutting across this grass all the time. But then again, it's like, who really cares? And I did notice something there. Look over there on the mini map in the Field to our left, our potato field, looks like there's some bright green colors in there already. I guess some fertilizer overlapped over to that field. I don't know if it's going to come out to that bright of a color. I'm not sure. What happens if it goes over the perfect range? Filled up right there for $455, and I'm kind of interested to look on this ground level here. Looks like we're at perfect on the nitrogen across here. Perfect there as well. I saw it drop down to 160 and still said perfect. And then it's going up to 220, so I guess we can over fertilize it, and that would possibly mean we don't have to fertilize it as much next time around, or might not even have to fertilize that portion at all next time around. See, I normally do this part myself, but I got some planting to do on the other field, or some touch-up planting to do. So let me get a worker out there and going. And looking at that mini map there, it looks like that section is way over fertilized. I can tell by the color. We're actually coming up with like a yellowish color here in this section instead of a bright green. So that's pretty good for the amount of fertilizer that's going to be used. That means it's going to require less, and that's going to require less of me because I got a lot of other stuff to do over here. Gosh, that was real fast. That finished worker, I guess, is that fertilizer spreader. Holy cow, that's unbelievable. Yeah, and it looks like it did come out with a bunch of yellowish color there. I assume it goes red, yellow, then green. Yeah, I guess potatoes just don't require much fertilizer, and honestly they really shouldn't, because I have found a potato underneath a refrigerator growing once before. I don't think they require much at all to grow. Another finished worker up there, that's actually the worker that was planting the oats. So pretty excited about that one. I might still have a little bit I got to touch up. I think I got most of it already done, and I figured I had a little bit of time, so let's go ahead and grab this and bring it over to get ready to fertilize that field. And that will use quite a bit of fertilizer. Might have to refill on it. Let's go ahead and see if anything got missed here. There is one spot that got missed. I just cannot get it planted or whatever. Yeah, I guess planted is the correct term. Or sowed. Why is there gotta be so many different words that mean the same thing? Or somewhat the same thing? Oh, I just realized I was paying for those seeds. My bad. Did not mean to do that. But yeah, there's a spot right here. I've tried to go from this direction and the other direction. I might have to try a different direction here to get this planted. Oh man, I was really hoping it'd work now that I'm on camera, and y'all could be like, oh, this guy's crazy. It was gonna work the whole entire time. And now let's try it this direction right here. Maybe that will fix it. And no, it's not. I guess it's really not that important. It might not even be cultivated where I could plant there. That could be a good possibility as well. All done with this though. I'm just gonna stop it right here, leave it right here. I'm getting pretty bad about that now, not putting away my equipment all the time. Time to fertilize. Little update with the whole field work and everything. Next up is next month, actually, that large field right over there behind those trees that look completely dead. We're gonna end up planting over there. And that's going to be sorghum. That's a huge plant. It's got to end up doing a large cultivation to it because it's got to be cultivated now or either plowed. And then after that, we got to end up doing a large plant on it. It is a big field. I'm not sure if I got enough tractors for it because we got to do all that field work. Plus, I got to mow as well. And we will probably be getting to that this episode. It looks like I got enough time to probably get into it. And I just got to finish this up here, see about moving some products around, feeding the animals, and then all done with this month, I believe. But I am pretty excited to get into that whole sorghum field because that's going to be our last field needed to get closer and closer to that pig feed production. Hopefully we get a lot of pig feed out of it, and then we can get a lot of pigs in. I don't know how many I want to go with. I haven't quite decided on that. I don't know how many's too much. I just don't know what's worth it as far as pigs go. I haven't done much with pigs here in FS22. Field work is all done. We got two items here we can sell off, which is mixed salad and soybeans down there at the bottom. I don't like clicking on it if y'all ever notice that because you can't really see the colors of it and everything once I click on it. They are actually at really good sell prices. I'm just not going to sell them off yet. I'm going to let it build up a little bit more and probably get like a truckload of each, even though soy drink does say 16,000 liters. Seems like a lot of pallets, but they're 2,000 liters a piece, so it's really not much. And we can make probably sales a couple times a year through that as far as it being a bright green. Not going to worry about it. Plus $97,000 in the bank account. Why worry about that? Now let's just fast forward some time here, take care of the animals, and sleep. Wake up bright and early, really early, 5 a.m., get to work again. This might be one of the busiest months I'm going to have to deal with so far in this series. There's a lot to do. I have to restock some of the food levels. Those little big bags we got, I got to restock some of them. That's an issue. This field right here, it's got to get the weeds taken care of. Looks like a hoe could work on it, even though I have a spreader of some sort, a herbicide spreader. Fertilizer or whatever the heck it's called. The only reason I don't use a hoe is because there's not one available on this game. I don't know what was available back in 1953 for that, but I don't see any hoes in 1953 for this game. Also a large field over here on the left to get cultivated and a grass field to take care of as well. let's start with the biggest, work our way down to the smallest, and that's going to be that large field to be cultivated. Let's see here. Where in the world is that cultivator? Did I put it away? I did put it away. We'll go ahead and grab it real quick. May need to get another one. I don't think one of them is going to be enough. This cultivator was originally just designed for smaller fields, or not really designed for smaller fields, purchased for smaller fields. Now we got a larger field that's going to require it, so I will go ahead and purchase another one, get at least 2 workers out there. This is a good size cultivator. I'd say good size for at least 1953. It's a lot bigger than most of our equipment. I think this comes out to almost 6 meters wide. Yeah, that's pretty good for 1953. If y'all have been watching the series, following along, or actually played with any of this old school equipment, you'll know that's a good size. Or is that average size? I don't know. Okay, getting out here on this field, I don't think 2 of them is going to be enough. Maybe I need 3. I am going to go ahead and do 3. It does come out to 5.2 meters wide. Gotta hurry up and get this done because there's a lot of steps to this. Not only cultivating, we got to plant too. We also got to lime. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Let's get it going. I'm not too sure what that color of that other one was. I think it might have been a green color, but I'm just going to purchase 2 more of this color right here. $1,700. How much it's going to cost? Little extras in there. Looks like I got tires added to it and additional chain holders, I guess. But 2 more of these. Let's get them on those tractors and get them out there on the field. You know, there's one thing I probably should have done before, which is this cultivating. I should have done it like last month, but I'm not sure if that's going to work because I believe after I cultivate, weeds and stuff will start growing up. Would I still be allowed to plant over those weeds possibly and get those weeds smaller? Maybe I should look at it next time around, especially since this operation's starting to grow more and more. It's not a bad idea, I guess. So I'll give that a little try and then see if it works. Plus, one of y'all could probably let me know in the comments. I'm sure it will work now that I think about it a little more as far as the way this game works. Third one heading out there now and going. Should be done pretty shortly, I think. We got 2 tractors left now. Let me get those out on the grass field and mowing up. One tractor's over here with the horsies. Yep, I've been seeing this thing over here quite a bit, and this is one other thing I got to top off with some hay. And then this little big bag thing over here to the left is almost empty for the sheep. That's just going to be pretty simple, some grass, but we got to get that grass picked up. Also the hay, we got to get that grass picked up and turned into hay. And so these animals are actually waiting on a few things that I got to get done today. Ooh, that was a lot faster than I thought it'd be. Looks like one of the cultivators is already done. I'm assuming it's the cultivator. That's the only thing I could think of that would be done by now. I guess some spots around the corners got missed. That's what it looks like right here. 2 little spots. I'll touch those up myself. Want to try to get in as much crop as we possibly can here, because we're going to do the sorghum pig food. So that means it's going to mainly require sorghum as its main ingredient, and this is going to be a sorghum field. So let's try to get as much as possible in here. Another finished worker up there, and that should be the last one cultivating. So that blew through a lot faster than I was expecting it to. I guess I just didn't realize either how small that field was or how big those cultivators were. I think it's going to be how big those cultivators were. I didn't realize because this field is actually really big looking. Let me get a worker out here doing this lime. I am going to hire a worker for this. Previously, the workers have been horrible with this thing, but I think it might work out. Maybe. Worker off and going here. Looks like the lime's not dropping too fast. We'll see if that's enough to last. And the big issue that happens with this type of work here is the fact that it just weighs so much on the back, the front tires start coming off the ground. I haven't figured out a way to put the weight on the front there, and the front tires actually did come off the ground for a second there. Very, very small notice right there. It was kind of hard to tell. I don't know if y'all can even tell, but it's all good. That's one step closer to being done here. I think I might be able to get a planter coming in behind it, possibly. I don't know. I don't want to risk it. Might just wait for it to get done, though. I'm bringing this stuff back over here, and I did mention I'm not exactly putting it all away or doing that good of a job putting it all away. I'd like to put some of it away, but some stuff I know I'm about to use the next month. For example, that cedar. Now, something I know I'm not going to use for a while is that cultivator. Let's get that put away. This roller here, we're no longer rolling anymore, so let's go ahead and get this stuff sold off. I got another one in here too. Let's sell that. I did a little repaint to it for $111. It did end up making us $1,160. That's pretty nice. Let's see here. Will this be the exact same? Oh, a little repair to this one. I wonder what got broken. And then we'll sell that off. Come on, come on, give us some good money. $1,114. I think I might have enough room for all our new cultivators. Oh, blocked by an object. What the heck? Y'all work that out. It's got to be over here because there's only 2 things that are out on the field together. Gosh. Can't trust these workers to do anything out here. I plan on running these 3 tractors I have on that field planting, but while I'm waiting for that lineman to get done, I think this is a great opportunity for me to get some herbicide down on our oat field, get those weeds gone. Oh man, actually that tractor spun out. I just saw it over there. Okay, well I think it's fixing itself. It was turned around, let's put it that way. Oh, wait a second, I can't fill it from that. I gotta go over here to this little herbicide pallet. That tractor will work itself out, I guess. It's taking its time over there. I did not want to increase the speed on it because I do know how much trouble it could possibly have with that lime spreader that's on the back. This right here does have a large working width on it, and previously I believe I just did it myself. I'm gonna go ahead and knock it out myself once again. I do have a lot of other work I need to do myself. Main thing is feed those animals. Oh, wait a second. At least let me get the chickens taken care of before I forget about that. It's only 6:21 in the morning, so not much has moved. And yeah, they're at 582 liters. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting about these pallets over here. Okay, they're stacking up. Good, 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 good. It will tell me in the top right, though, once the pallets are full. Now, from what I understand, with precision farming, it's actually pretty good to do spraying to get rid of the weeds compared to plucking out the weeds or compared to plowing up a new field. And that all works into the whole environmental score reward I get. Hopefully this is helping. I don't know. I guess there's like 3 different levels or more than 3. Hold on, let's see here. Precision farming. Where are we at here? There's more than 3. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 2 of them are down halfway, and I'm not even sure what those are. Oh, wait, they're right here. Weed control and tillage. I'm not sure how to boost those numbers. I mean, I'm trying to take care of the weeds here. I feel like the tillage will just get worse if I plow, so that's why you don't want to plow. I'm not sure. Environmental score increases your sell prices by 3%. I did not know that. I guess that percentage changes depending on the score. And I do know this is 1953. There wouldn't be anything like this precision farming around, but it was part of the whole mod pack, and I'm kind of forced to use it, unfortunately, because I was actually really looking forward to not using precision farming. I've used it so much on FS22, and I'm pretty excited to start using it on FS25. I heard it's getting closer to being finished, or something like that. I don't know. I don't keep up with the news too well. All done here, spraying those weeds out. Oh, wait. Nope. I was about to put it away, but I'm going to use it on this other field here in a second after I get done planting. Well, not here in a second, next month actually. So let's just go ahead and set this to the side. I believe that finished worker is actually that lime spreader. Let's look over there at the grass field. Yes, those mowers are quite a ways away from being done. So that is the lime spreader. Let me get 3 planters hooked up and going over there now. I'm pretty excited to see how fast that gets done. It looks like previously, whenever I'd done planting on this field, I had 4 planters out there. I only got 3 available tractors. I'm going to go ahead and do this 4 planter thing and purchase another tractor. Why not? The operation's growing, so might as well buy some more. And we got the money for it. I believe I got all the configurations pretty much the same. I know I got the right tractor this time. Previously, I did end up getting the wrong tractor. Way back in another episode. And that's why I wish there was an option to just be like, hey, set it up exactly the same I got for this other one. Stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool. Is anybody at Giants listening? Probably not. They're probably on vacation. But $22,750. Let's go ahead and buy that. And that is ours. Heck yeah, another tractor right there. We could actually buy a couple more too. I don't know if I quite need a couple more yet. Well, actually I could use a couple more. Exactly a couple, 2 of them. Because I can start picking up that grass over there with 2 of them. Or I can just wait and pick it all up together at once with a bunch of other tractors. Really not in too much of a hurry to pick up that grass, even though I do need to start making some more TMR. And the TMR is not my biggest issue. What is my biggest issue is the hay and the grass I need. But like I said, not too big of a hurry for that. It's still pretty early. Those 5x speed's really proven not to be much of an issue for me anymore now that I'm starting to get used to it. Some of y'all probably laughed at me whenever I said I'm going to do 5x speed as a challenge, and y'all probably ran on 5x speed normally, like, that's nothing. I'm just starting to get used to it now, I think, so pretty nice. Adding this worker to the field here now, and I realized that cranking that speed down seems to be helping me quite a bit with the whole skips. There ain't much skipped over missed here, we can tell by the little lime that's left over. Now there is some around the edge I've seen here and there, but it's definitely not as much as that I have previously had with the other fields. It's just going to take longer, but I got plenty of time here because I got other work I need to do. Needs rolling, weeding. We'll take care of those weeds next month. Needs rolling, not going to take care of at all. Nitrogen bad, we will take care of that after all the planting gets done. And hold on, let me jump on here for a second to go over here to the finished worker. I'm trying to get to my truck to move some products around, but I can't quite get there. Finally made it over to one of my trucks, just one, because I got to get over to the semi-truck and move some food around as well. This one right here is just going to move some palleted products around and then food on the semi one. I'm starting to get such a large amount of mushrooms and flowers. Every time I just grab it from the greenhouse, I'm just going to directly go sell it. And then I'll keep an eye out to see if there's any max sell prices that may pop in here and there for what I already have in storage, which is quite a bit. I got a lot in storage. And we got another finished worker up there, so hey, looky there. Looks like I got a few pallets moved around, then I got busy again. So $31,531 plus a $1,095 environmental score reward. And gosh, that course place causing some issues up there. We got some blocked workers going on. Man, there we go. Both forage wagons are out here on the grass field. Going to be picking up now. That's pretty awesome. Really need this grass, and we're going to put it to use. Hold on, wait a second. Is that going full speed? Got to make sure it's got that real speed going. Want it to get 15 miles an hour. We finally had a couple pallets of wool sitting over there by the sheep, so let's go ahead and get those in here. It's been a while since I fired it up on the production for this type of material. Now I do have cotton coming over here automatically. Even though it says it's missing material, I guess it did not make material fast enough for this production to run. Well, actually, you know what? There's cotton in there. It doesn't say missing material anymore. I did just look at it a second ago. I swear I'm not crazy. It's like whenever you go to the mechanic or something like that, be like, yeah, this ain't working. And then you go there and it works just fine. Or like whenever you go to the doctor, be like, hey, this is what's wrong with me. And you get there and you're just fine. That's exactly what it's like on recording. As soon as I turn on the recording, it's just fine and it makes me look crazy. Or maybe I make myself look crazy. Where in the world is this trigger? Oh wait, that's the wrong one. It's over here, my bad. Go ahead and open that up and turn on. Oh, wait a second. Do I have to turn that on? Oh yeah, I do. I gotta turn it on over here. Okay, turn it on right there. It will give me a little red bubble and probably a couple of hours in game. It will probably run out. No big deal though. I am pretty excited though to finally get back in the semi truck here in just a second though. Let me go ahead and touch all these food, make sure these big bags are as empty as possible. We're gonna jump in the semi and start utilizing it for refilling these big bags. I'm calling them big bags. They're actually called something else, global goods transport pallets. I don't know, that's just a mouthful for me to say and for me to remember apparently, because I can't remember it half the time. I had to read it off the bottom there. And that one is completely empty. That was an issue I was really worried about. We got to get grass over here. Now the grass is going to have to come from one of those pickup wagons because we don't have grass stored anywhere. At least I don't think we do. I haven't taken any of this TMR yet. This is the first load right here. A little over 1 million liters. That looks like a lot. It does, but let's look at something that's going to make that look like not much at all. Looking into our large cow pasture here with 100 cows, they're heifers now. They require 425,000 liters per year. Maybe that is enough. I don't know, but that number is going to go up. That number's going to go up quite a bit, I believe. Only time will tell exactly how much it goes up, though. You know, I was kind of wondering, like, oh gosh, I just drove on my field. Okay, we're good. Oh, we're good. But I was kind of wondering, why in the world have I not had to refill any of those seeders yet? Turns out I got it off. That would be why. I don't got it off. I got the buy seeds on. Yeah, then the money's going down, but our money's also going back up pretty good with some of those cells. And those mushrooms and flowers are going to be some really good sales over and over again. That's going to keep that money afloat. So I'm just going to leave it on buying on the seeds. May even turn it on buying for the fertilizer and the lime as well, because a lot of these items have such a low capacity. I got to keep refilling them over and over again. Why do that whenever I don't have to? Now really all I got left here to do this month is finish off that field and feed the animals. I'll bring y'all back next episode to see where exactly I'm at, because I'm all out of time here. I got to go pick up the kids from school and also take a nice sonic drink to my wife at the library. She is a librarian. It always reminds me of that part on The Mummy. I am a librarian or something like that. I don't know. It's pretty funny. And these dogs are pecking at my legs right now saying, hey, let me outside. So I'll be a little busy there. I'm all out of time here. I do really appreciate y'all stopping in and watching. It means a lot. If y'all haven't already, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. If y'all got any tips, tricks, or suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section, because they're always welcome. Very much appreciate it and very much need it. And until next time, y'all take care.